Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I will be talking about Senna. I will be talking more about Senna ADC because I am mainly an ADC main, but all of this can be applied to Senna support as well. First thing I always do when playing Senna is put a movement command in between my AA and Q. This way, I take advantage of the movement speed you get when autoing, while also making sure when you go for trades to position your walking path away from the minions so you don't get minion blocked while running up for a soul. Even getting brushed slightly by a minion can affect if you get a soul or not. Next, I want to talk about Glacial Augment. As a rune, it makes sure you can get the soul procs, but you lose out on late game burst damage. Dark Harvest is better for more aggro supports, whereas Glacial Augment is better for Jannas and Sorakas, the supports who have no real engage and mostly buff the AD carry. That leads into trading. When trading, you want to decide whether you're going to take a lot of damage back or not. If you're going to take some damage, you want to Q auto, and if you feel they won't trade back with you, you auto Q. The reason you do this is you want to be able to heal back some of the damage that they deal to you when trading. And you want to be able to take advantage of the auto attack movement speed buff that Senna gets when she auto attacks something, and that way you can kite forward and almost guaranteed get the Q. A few other combos I use that can get souls are auto W, auto R, and a double auto. Senna has a one-shot combo that works best with Dark Harvest procs. When ahead, she can 100 to 0 any squishy target in the game. When you need to finish someone off or follow up on an all-in from your support. The combo is W, auto attack, Q, R, or you can start with W, auto attack, Q, auto attack, R. While doing this, remember to try your best to animation cancel her autos with her abilities. When you're laning as Senna, you want to be prioritizing soul farming through trading, but you don't want to give up CS for it. Her items are very cheap and give her huge spikes in power. That leads us into Senna's power spikes. 20 souls is the first one. The next is when you build Manamune, and then Duskblade after that. I don't see a lot of Senna ADCs do this, but there is a way in the beginning of the lane phase to get the first 3 CS in lane. First, you need to distinguish what 2 minions are the lowest and move slightly off to the side of the 2 lowest HP minions. Queue those 2 in the row and then quickly auto the third right after. When mastered, this can be accomplished every game. A problem that I've run into is getting 3 or 4 man to every game, and I can feel every bot laner saying, yeah, I know, that's me every game. One way that you can try to deal with this, but deal as much damage as possible, is by doing this combo. W, Q, and R. This way, you get the root and a shield, plus your Q heal. When you're behind as Senna, a good way to secure either cannons or melees from a distance when being zoned is to secure them with W, as you would with an Ezreal Q. This way, you could catch an enemy off guard by catching them with an instant stun instead of the delay that the W usually has. Another way to catch your enemy off guard is by doing a W and an auto attack to finish off the minions right away. This is also an almost instantaneous stun and can catch your opponent off guard in most games. In lane as Senna, you will get pushed in very hard because Senna doesn't have the best wave clear. Senna does have a lot of early pressure though with her range and high damage. This means if you can bully your laner, the wave clear isn't much of a problem. If you are getting pushed in because your laner has gotten a lead, killing one of the minions with W before it hits your tower helps when attempting to freeze the wave, opening your laners to ganks. In lane, as soon as you're about to get your ult or are just about to hit level 6, watch the map for potential ultimate snipes. When aiming your ultimate, you want to focus on landing the damage part on the enemy. The shield portion is so large, it's basically impossible to miss your teammates. When walking back to lane, use your E for movement speed. E has a slight channel, so use it while you're still in fountain so that your mana gets consumed and is instantly regenerated. So when you get back to lane, you have all the mana you need. A few flash combos I use in lane to get kills I otherwise wouldn't get without flash are W flash, Q auto R, and flash Q R. If the enemy still has flash, they will most likely flash out, so try and track their flashes so that you can always get the kill. Using wards on Senna to get Q snipes off is important. Ward Q is good if all the minions are gone and you need to finish a kill. A bit of a harder combo is flash ward Q, just for the extra distance. Try and memorize the range of your Q and ward and place it a bit closer than both to always land the combo and not make Senna move closer to the ward before queuing. Now let's move on to team fights. A few things to keep in mind when team fighting as Senna is to try and always look for Qs where you heal and damage the enemy. When taking Baron, Dragons, or Towers, line up your Q before firing to make use of the heal as much as possible. If a team fight breaks out and it looks close, look to ult in the largest group of enemies because your allies should also be there, giving your ult the most value it can have in that team fight. If the fight gets cleaned up fast, i.e. you're super ahead, then look for ult finishers if the enemy is getting away. When all-inning or starting a fight, channel E and get as many team members in it as possible. It gives everyone movement speed and confuses the enemy as well as making everyone untargetable. And finally, a few nuances about abilities. W, when maxed, deals more damage than an auto, but Q deals less. Q can target basically any targetable unit, including structures and wards. Pink wards nullify your E, just like a pike W. At around 130 to 140 stacks, your autos should outrange towers. And this one, just for fun, Senna's Control 2 and Control 3 can be used to make Senna spin just like how Jhin spins with Control 4. When it comes to building Senna, there are a few builds that work. She can build AP support, she can build full AD with one AP item, she can build full AD snowball, and she can build her ADC build. Full AP has damage focused more on her Q and ult, and has mostly large heals and shields. Building full AP or AD is a playstyle preference. Try each one out and see what feels best for your playstyle. Full AD without an AP support item is good for when you want more damage and don't need to heal your teammates as much. It's good when you get a lead in lane and want to snowball hard. Normally, when I build Senna support, I build full AD with only one support AP item, and I choose varying on the situation. I usually choose between either Ardent Censer or Athene's. When it comes to Senna's runes, her runes are quite flexible. Airy is good if you're going full AP support build and just want to be an enchanter like Janna or Lulu. Dark Harvest is good with an aggressive support like a Knot or Leo or Thresh. And Glacial Augment is what you'll want to take when you are playing with a passive enchanter support. It gives you the CC to get souls and can help you kite easier. Now, when it comes to Senna's summer spells, Senna can take Exhaust, Ignite, Ghost, Heal, and TP, and of course, the obligatory Flash. TP and Ghost are situational summoner spells. TP is best for top Senna, and Ghost is good for mid and support Senna. Ghost helps chase down kills as Senna, and gives you better angles to land W.